Hello, and thank you once again for tuning in to the 30-Day Mental Diet. Today, we are at day number 24. Day number 24, and our lesson today is how to ensure your health. And the subheading says, it's never too late to protect yourself. Now, as usual, we will read the introduction to this lesson, and I'm hoping that you're putting something, at least one thing that you have learned in the 30-Day Mental Diet into your daily practice. So let's go into the introduction of today's lesson. There are a great many things involved in being healthy and staying healthy. Fundamental, of course, is the requisite of common sense in the care, treatment, and feeding of your body. Once you have done all that can be done physically for the proper care of your body, you then want some kind of insurance that guarantees health will be maintained. Now, there's some fundamental things that we must do on our part to care our body. We must groom our body. We should eat clean foods. We should do a little exercise. These are basic things that we have to do to make sure our body is in good shape. But he says at the end here, he says, insurance that guarantees that your health will be maintained. This is now most insurance, if you have insurance, you will call up the insurance and hope you qualify for coverage. But right here, he's saying that this is insurance that guarantees that your health will be maintained. Let's go to the next paragraph, and it says, the cost of health insurance. The effect of the nature of your thinking on the conditions of your body is a well-established fact. So you find yourself at a point where you have to deal with what you are thinking. It is a very definite challenge to think consistently, particularly in a constructive manner. When you are ill, it is easy to think of nothing but your illness. But whether you are either sick or well, how much time are you able to devote to thinking in terms of health? It is not easy, but it is only through your ability to maintain a pattern of thought that embodies health that you are able to maintain and regain health. So we're right back to first cause is mental. First cause is mental, and he says here, he says here that it's hard for people to maintain a pattern of thinking on health. And it's the statements, think about this. If you have a pain in the arm, but you're trying to think about health, but the body is constantly calling you back to that pain in that arm. What we have said over and over in the past is that even though we are feeling something in the physical world or seeing something that we don't like, that pain in the arm, we have to now redirect our thinking and affirm health and affirm that we are totally whole, we're totally healthy. And this is a difficult thing because the arm is constantly pulling you back and say, hey, you got a problem here, there's pain here. Yeah, you're gonna do what you physically have to do to heal that arm. But while it's healing and the pain is there, your thoughts have to now focus on yourself being whole. And this is the difficulty that we run into, because we are constantly being drawn back into what's called the pain body, because in the body is where we feel the pain. Same paragraph down to the end. For this effort is required, but it is a key to what you desire. So right there, it says the key to what you want is to put out the effort to redirect your thinking and seeing yourself as whole. Okay, next paragraph. The effectiveness of thought. It has been ascertained that when a person is sick, the effectiveness of a medication may be taken rest to a large extent on how effective the individual thinks it will be. This would indicate that sick or well, the changes that might and can occur in a person's body are controlled and influenced by what he or she is thinking. We had spoken a few lessons back, I believe it's 2 lessons back, about placebos. There are times when doctors have patients that's coming in for certain ailments, and the doctor recognizes that there is nothing wrong with this person, but the person's thinking and worrying or whatever they're going through is what's causing the condition. So they're given a placebo. And not only they're given a placebo, but the doctor tells you, take this and you'll be cleared up in 5 days, or you'll be cleared up in a week. Just take this for a week. And just on the strength of the word of the doctor, the person now feels, oh, okay, so all I have to do is take this, and they believe. They believe, and the faith in the word of that doctor. They take the placebo and they're healed. But it wasn't really that. Their faith that they will be healed on the aforementioned word from the doctor, that is what they took. And that's what, we're saying here is that our thinking controls our body. This is very, very important, especially if you are going through something right now within the body. We have to constantly maintain a vision of ourselves as whole. Okay, I'm at examine yourself. Take the time to discover that what it is that you're thinking about your health the majority of the time. You may discover that you are guaranteeing your illness rather than your health. Okay, so if somebody walked around with you with a tape recorder that could tape your thoughts, tape your words, and record them and play it back to you, would those words and those thoughts that are going through your mind be thoughts of health for yourself? Or would those words and thoughts be thoughts of worry? Only you can answer that. So this is about taking inventory of what's going on in your mind. First cause is mental. Next paragraph, insurance payments. When you feel well, do you ever take the time to acknowledge the fact that you feel well, to be grateful for good health, and to know that health is a normal, natural way for you to be? Okay. This is something that I have been practicing for some time. Practicing acknowledging my health. Practicing acknowledging my wealth. Practicing acknowledging my peace. I affirm it and I visualize it on a regular basis. And what I do, I write on my visualization cards and my affirmation cards. And one of the things I do, I say, I am healthy. Let me say it properly. I say, I am so happy and grateful now that I am healthy, I am strong, and I am energetic. My body is in perfect health. That's part of my affirmation on a daily basis. And I make it a daily affirmation even if I'm not feeling well, and even when I am feeling well. The reason why I do that is because the things that you decree, the things that you speak about regularly, the things that we think about regularly will increase in our life. So I want health and prosperity in my life. So every day I affirm health and prosperity. Okay, sometimes when we're feeling good and we're feeling healthy, even though it is a natural state for us to be, we don't acknowledge it. And this is important, that we acknowledge that when we are healthy. Okay, I'm in the same paragraph. I'm going to the middle of the paragraph. Insurance payments. Even if you are now ill, payments of this kind, the daily consistent thinking about the health that is rightfully yours, will gradually build up a deposit to your credit, which will reestablish what you have temporarily lost. Your every thought about either health or ill health is a payment towards what you will experience. Okay, okay, so this is good. Your thoughts, your words on a daily basis of speaking health is a payment to your health insurance. You thought you were sending a couple $100 to an insurance company and that was your guarantee. No. Your thoughts and your words, you speak in health, you think in health, you seeing yourself healthy. Can you, I spoke earlier on an earlier lesson, can you see yourself at your perfect weight, at your perfect blood pressure? Can you see yourself strong? Can you see yourself fitting in that bikini that you want to put on? Can you see those yourself? That is your insurance payment towards your health. So every single day you must make a consistent deposit of your insurance payment. Okay, we're going to the next paragraph, and it's called body response. It has also been found that what a doctor thinks about the condition of his patients does have an effect on what occurs. For this reason, it has been suggested that the doctor should watch his thinking carefully so as not to adversely affect the patient. If it is important for a doctor to be careful about what he thinks about his patient, how much more important is that you be careful what you think about yourself. Okay, we spoke about the placebo, and we talk about it, how the doctor's word, the patient took it and affirmed that and was healed. But it's the same thing I feel about negative doctors. You know, one of the things I'm constantly listening to doctors when they speak, and sometimes I feel if I don't like what the doctor's saying, I'm firing the doctor, because I'm trying to be optimistic, and if this doctor is not optimistic, I don't want him. Sometimes I take my mother to the doctor. When you take your parents to the doctor or your children to the doctor, I listen to what the doctor says. And if I don't like what the doctor says, I say, I don't like this doctor. This doctor is being negative. I'm going to find another doctor that's more optimistic. Now, I am hard on the doctor. And I realize that I have to be also hard on myself, on my thinking about how optimistic I am about my own health. That's what we have to do. If you are hard on your doctor, you want results from your doctor to get you to the optimal health that you want. But if you are hard on your doctor, ask yourself, are you really that hard and disciplined on yourself? Are you able to put away food and drinks that harm your body? Are you taking the time to exercise and put your body in movement? Get working up a sweat. Are you taking the time to just do the little things to help gradually keep your body and maintain it in a state of health? Let's go to the next paragraph. It's never too late. If you are healthy now, through a firmly established pattern of thinking about health, you can maintain it. Thought, being an immediate creative thing, when properly directed, literally revitalizes a person even when he seems to be drawing his last breath. Wow. Thought is a creative thing, and it can change whatever situation you're in. I lost my father several years ago, and I remember I cared for him in his last month of his life I was with him. And the day before he passed away, my sister and my wife came to visit him at the hospital. We had just come from the airport. They went into the hospital, and he was there. It was his first day in the hospital. And as soon as my father heard my sister's voice, he stood up, and I was amazed. And he called my sister's name, and my sister and my wife and my father were having a good conversation. And I couldn't believe this was the same person for a month that was in so much pain and could barely speak because his throat was closing up. He got a burst of energy. But because he heard his daughter's voice, he was revived. Some of you just need to hear the right words. You need to hear somebody saying that you can do it. You need to hear the voice of God coming from somebody else saying that you can be whole. That's really what some of you need. And once you hear that word, that thought can change your life. Okay, let's go on further down. I'm reading the last paragraph. It's the future. The health insurance you start creating today can make all your tomorrows happy ones. But there is a requirement that you continue to make your payments regularly and be certain that the payments are the kind that will produce the insurance you want. Every thought can be said to be a purchase of an experience. Life is a supplier of health, but you can have it only as you buy it. Buy it with the continual payments of thoughts of health. So the question is for yourself, is soul searching. Are you really focused on your health? Is health important to you? How many times a day do you scrutinize what you put in your body? How many times a day do you say to yourself, well, you know, I have a gym membership. I know I need to go to the gym, but, you know, I have to do this or I have to do that. I really need to go out and take a jog or go for a walk, but, you know, I have this or that. You're not thinking about your health. Your health is not important to you. I'm actually saying that to you. Because if your health was important for you, to you, you would put aside all those things and say, oh no, I have to get my half an hour in at the gym. Oh no, I have to walk that 2 miles every day. I must do that because my health is important. Because if I lose my health, I lose everything else. I'm challenging you to daily, consistently affirm health in everything you do. Very good lesson today. Let's look down. I'm reading The Mental Stimulus. In science, Flanders Dunbar. It is obvious that when a man is well, he is well in mind and body. When he is sick, he is more than likely to be sick in mind and in body. Very good. In philosophy, I'm reading Plato. Just as you mustn't try to heal the eyes without the head or the head without the body, so neither must you try to heal the body without the soul. Wow. And from religion, I'm reading Psalms 42:11. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope thou in God, for I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance and my God. Very, very good quotes here coming for the 30-day mental diet. And right now, we're going to take the time to sit down and we're going to read the diet together. Okay? Everything that God has made is good. It could not be otherwise in a universe that is intelligent, constructive, and purposeful. My experience of normal, natural health is my rightful state. I know that health is always mine to experience and that it is always available to me in accordance with my acceptance of it. I continually accept health in my every thought and emotion. As I maintain health in my mind, that is what I experience in my body. I now free myself from my tendency on my part or that on others to say that health is not mine. I build my health, I maintain my health, thought by thought, and nothing can deter me in my acceptance of the perfection of the one life as active and creative in and through me. I remove all ideas of fear and anxiety about my body and leave it free to perfectly manifest its perfect pattern, an idea in the mind of God. Infinite intelligence governs all the functions of my body. And as I keep my own thinking clear and receptive to its action, health is mine. Today and every day, I ensure God's gift of health to me by the healthy patterns of my thinking, which permits nothing unlike it to be entertained in my mind or body. Permit nothing that of ill health to be entertained. Redirect your thoughts. Focus it in on health, because health is wealth. It is the most important thing we have. And God is strengthening your bodies day by day and maintaining your health. Let's read a capsule supplement. I am healthy, and I remain healthy through my knowledge that God creates what God creates is good. I accept health as my normal state and ensure its continuance by discarding all thoughts to the contrary. Very good lesson today. There is so much to glean from this message. This lesson you should read over and over, especially if you have a health challenge. I would love to hear from you. And if you find any benefit from this material, please give us a thumbs up, share the material. And we'll love to see you again tomorrow on the 30-Day Mental Diet. We'll see you again tomorrow.